Bring you an exclusive interview with former Finance Minister of Tamil Nadu, P Thiaga Rajan, a prominent figure within the DMK party. In fact, in his first political conversation with an English channel since his removal from the Finance Ministry amid the controversy surrounding the Annamalai tapes, Thiaga Rajan dives deep into one of the most contentious issues in Indian politics of late, which is the electoral bonds. In a scathing critique, Thiaga Rajan sheds light on the flaws within the electoral bond scheme and also labels it as atrociously bad for democracy. He also argues that the scheme not only lacks transparency but also creates an uneven playing field where the government has insight into donor identities while keeping the public and political opponents in the dark. Now, Thiaga Rajan further alleges that key institutions like the Election Commission, Income Tax Department and CBI have turned into tools in the hands of the ruling BJP.
So I would like to ask you, what is your first reaction to the electoral bond scheme that the SC calling it unconstitutional and the Supreme Court making the Election Commission of India publish the data in their domain as to who bought how many electoral bonds and what were the encashments made by political parties?
Democracy is vital for having free market capitalism be successful and achieve growth and improve people's lives as opposed to communism or dictatorship. Then transparency and level playing fields are vital to a democracy. In my mind, this electoral bond scheme was completely the antithesis of transparency and level playing field, right? It was atrociously bad, one-sided. Why? So what this system did, it built a platform where the government knew not only who was donating to it, but also who was donating to its opponents, whereas the opponents knew nothing. The public knew nothing. So this was actually an atrociously bad design where it gave one-sided information to the ruling party who could get all details about everybody, and the rest of the state, the country, the people were left in the dark. So though it came very late in my opinion, this should have been struck down as anti-constitutional or unconstitutional on the day it was announced or shortly thereafter. Though it is 6 years late, I welcome this judgment because it is, as the data now shows, it has saved the last vestiges of democracy. It is appalling to me, like the thing that really worries me. See, you want robust independent institutions. We want the Election Commission to be independent. We want the Income Tax Department to be independent. We want the CBI to be independent. All those have become effectively arms of the ruling party, BJP government. That itself is a big failure of democracy. Now we are seeing a bank. Now, a bank is a completely different institution because it's sitting on public deposits. Here you have the biggest bank in India, nationalized bank, that effectively seems to be functioning as a tool of the BJP government. How can a bank, how can a nationalized bank file such a submission to the Supreme Court that says it cannot get done?